So, in 1984, I got on a bus. It was a camp bus, and I got on it not knowing anyone else at a special needs camp in Massachusetts. And so I got on the bus and I never got off. And I've been on that bus for 39 years, and 24 of them here. And tomorrow at 6 a.m., I'm flying to Boston to celebrate my brother's 50th birthday with his friends and family. Then on Monday, I'm getting together with those 4 people who got off the bus a long time ago. Thank you. I couldn't have asked for a better finish to all of this. And my heart is full. And thank you for giving me a chance to live my best life. I don't know what the next chapter is. I think I'm going to release like a weight loss video that involves picking up a ladder and putting it down 70 times in an hour and a half. And so be on the lookout for that. But I can't tell you the things that this opportunity has afforded me. And so in Mike Pont, where are you, Mike? I got a best friend. I have an opportunity to work with Scott. Scott is the guy that's behind Peak. So all of the amazing, wonderful, magical things that happen in the climbing community as a part of Peak Experiences, Scott is all the way behind that scene, making that happen. He put so much work and dedication into it, but really doesn't get the accolades that he deserves. I got a chance to follow in Casey Cockram's footsteps and Andy Slaybaugh, who is the last director of passages before me. And Julie Appleby. I still feel like a kid, but I can't believe I had an employee for 19 years. And Julie. So someone gave me some advice right before I got married. And I haven't done a very good job with that advice. And so the advice was to save the best parts of me for my family. Sometimes I did a good job. Sometimes the tank was empty. And so whenever, if there's any sacrifice, it's never made by one person, made by the whole crew. And so my poor wife has never been on a summer vacation with me. So we might do that. And so having Michelle glue our whole family together and to have 2 amazing boys who are reflections of who you are, absolutely amazing. So I tried to heed that advice. I didn't do a consistently good job of getting to 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night and still having some of the best parts of me. I would use them up and then try and get some sleep and get them again. So at Passages, we believe more in kids than anyone else does. And so, you know, my livelihood is in the hands of, 16 to 22-year-olds, and always has, and 14, as young as 14. I've never felt more secure in our future for the camp and for society if these are the people that are going to be a reflection of that. And so, at Passages, I feel like we're a little bit stubborn. We want to do things our way. And if you ask any adult whether or not they'd like to be a kid now or back then, most people would say it was easy to be a kid back then. But at Passages, no matter what's going on, if it's COVID, if it's crazy political and social scenes, whatever it is, what the staff does is they link arms and they push back and they push back and they make a space in the middle for the kids to be who they want to be, who they are. So it's a little bit like a reverse mosh pit where we're always trying to make space so that the kids can be who they want to be on the inside. And I'm proud of how often and consistently we've been able to do that. If you didn't hear my speech to the parents at Parents' Day, Arden Barley-Twyman is our new camp director. Is our next assistant director. Where's OG? it took me 24 years to find Arden. Maybe if I found her 23 years ago, I would have left then, but it just took that long to find her. Arden has the least traditional job description there is. There's lists of things that I do every day, but her job description is a very thorough, detailed list and explanation for 22 different mindsets that I think are necessary for someone to succeed in this role. And I had to preface it by saying I have not always done a great job of embracing all 22 of those mindsets, but Arden is those mindsets incarnate. So I'm super excited. I stand so close to passages that I've lost my perspective of what it is, and I can't wait to stand back and see someone else's vision for what passages is. And I know I can be kind of scary and intimidating, and I don't want to be.
Sorry.
It's something I've struggled with the whole time, but Arden is one of the most approachable people I know, so I know that you're going to absolutely enjoy and love working for her. I don't know what I'm going to do because I've never had to think about it, and that's a good thing. So maybe tomorrow I'll start thinking about what that'll be, but the time is right. The time is right. You know, I told myself like a decade ago, if I had trouble shimmying up and down that pole to hang the sign, then maybe I would call it. And so I wanted to pass the torch before anyone said, "Yo, Tobin, I think you should pass the torch." And so I feel bad for whatever I do next, because all I'm going to do is talk about camp. I'm going to be that guy. And so I feel bad for them. But I'm proud of what we've done together. And I know that will continue, and I will be your biggest fan. So, on to our staff meeting real quick. All right. All right, it's got a base, so careful.
Hey, Tobin, I got to tell a story on myself. It goes back to the very first year that I took over the girls' camp from Chris, which is 9 years ago. Yep. And remember,
I'm only a little bit scared of what you're going to say.
I'm like the most mature person on your staff. I lost the damn credit card. I lost all the receipts. And I was just mortified that I did that. You will not believe what turned up a couple of months ago. We had work done on the van. They had to rip apart the engine. Inside the engine compartment was the credit card with the last receipt.
Yeah! So we do a thing sometimes in the morning when the staff show up, if they're a little bit tired in the morning, which it's understandable because they spent 10,000 calories the previous day, we'll do buggy up, buggy down, and we'll play tag, or we'll do some things. And so it just so happened that morning that Becky was leading her first Girls Wilderness Survival Camp as the site director, and what we did was we did slaps. And so the staff are just standing in a big circle, and then you just, one at a time, you turn the person next to you, and you just give them a little slap, and then it goes all the way around the circle. And so whoever got you pretty good. And so I appreciate that, like me, you do your best to try and blend in with the youngins. So what I want to do is, you're more than welcome to stay and hang out. There's drinks that are in the coolers. There's still some flavor ice. I would like for Arden and OG to grab the 12 cans of shaving cream that's in the back seat of the Titan. Oh! I would like that activity to take place over there, okay? And so there's a bunch of people that don't want to be a part of that. So I'm going to bring them in here.
We'll be in the pavilion.
Okay. But first, I have a bunch of things to give to Tobin, and the first of which I want to give Tobin his very own paddle. Love you and think you absolutely roll.
Thank you very much.
But I have a bunch of other things I put together. A custom water bottle for you.
Oh my gosh. 30 years old.
Alex Vermark cut this piece of wood from Belle Isle.
Old school. Old school logo.
Yeah,
Awesome.
old school logo.
And you hold it like this, it looks like someone throwing up.
Yeah, and it's old school logo. A couple Toblerones because we got some called
That's the
Tobin
nickname.
Toblerone. We've got some gift cards for you, Sierra and Lily Pearl.
Thank you.
And then just some others like self-care stuff because we know
Anything
you
for
need
my
it.
feet? Something for my feet?
I was this close to getting a foot mask, but then I was like, maybe not. But I should have. And then my mom also took some professional photos of Belle Isle that she's gonna send your way,
That's
printed. But yeah, this is
Thank you,
for
everybody.
And I have a video that we put together. I don't know if you would want to watch that now or later.
Um,
Up to you.